I really did that today with this beat, bro. You cannot tell me otherwise. Dang. Can you be center? Thank you. Hey guys, what's up? It is your girl, Young DeJa, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time here. Hey, how you doing? You doing good? All right, cool. Anywho, today is gonna be a little different. Today is gonna be a little story time for you guys. This is about the time that I almost got kidnapped. I know some people are probably gonna be like, you didn't watch, like, once they fully watch the story, they're gonna be like, she did not almost get kidnapped. She over here capping out this clickbait. Okay, let me tell you something. I watch entirely too much true crime to know what could have been the outcome of this whole night and this whole situation. So to me,
to you,
we could have been kidnapped. Anywho, let's get right into the story. Disclaimer, do not get in the car with people who you do not know. Maybe that is so unsafe. Please be safe out here. Don't get in cars with people you don't know. Don't get in any sort of transportation with people who you do not know. Don't go into situations that you feel like could be potentially dangerous. Be safe. That's all I ask. Thank you. So for the sake of my friend's privacy, I'm going to be using fake names. The main person in today's story, her name is Stacy. Stacy, you know who you are. I got much love for you. I love you, sis, but this night was crazy. So for today's little story time, I'm gonna tell you guys about the time that my friends and I were almost kidnapped. Okay, so picture this. It is 2016, okay? I just freshly turned 21, you know what I'm saying? I'm real lit. And my homegirl Stacy hits me up and is like, hey, you wanna go out tonight? I'm like, yeah, sure, let's get it, let's do it, you know what I'm saying? So I go over to Stacy's house. Me and another person who was with us that night, we were getting ready there. And the whole night started off so normal. It was such a good night in the beginning. So it was a group of 6 of us all together. We all decided to go to this country western club in Dallas. I'm not gonna say the name because I just don't want to, but we decided to go to this country western club in Dallas, and it was a Thursday, and Thursdays are ladies' night, you know what I'm saying? So I had just freshly turned 21, and if you're 21 and up, you get it for free. So I was really excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get it for free. We're about to have such a good time. It's ladies' night. It's gonna be a great night. And it was in the beginning. So, you know, it was just a normal night. We're country dancing, we're having a good time. It's getting around 2 a.m. and, you know, everybody starts getting ready to leave and stuff. And we're getting ready to leave. Everybody's like preparing to leave. And as we are, you know, preparing ourselves to leave, these 2 girls who we do not know at all come up to us. And they're like, hey, do you guys want to get on the party bus? And me and this other girl, I'm gonna call her Ashley, me and her were like, we ain't getting on no party bus, sis. We don't even know you. Why are we getting on the party bus with you? But Stacy's like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, looking at her like, we are not getting on a party bus with these random people that we do not know. Girl, what are you doing? So, yeah. So anyways, me and Ashley were like, girl, we are not getting on this party bus. Oh yeah. Before I even go any further, let me tell you a little something about Stacy. I love her to death, but she's one of those people who has to see it to believe it. And I'm not. I feel like I have pretty good intuition. I think I only know one other person who has better intuition than me, and that is my friend Cam. What's up, Cam? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I think he's the only person who has better intuition than me, but my intuition's pretty spot on. And I just got a bad feeling whenever those 2 girls came up to us. I don't necessarily think their girls were setting us up, but just the party bus in general just did not seem like a good idea. Stacy is one of those people who has to see it to believe it. So to her, she didn't see anything wrong with getting on the party bus with these 2 girls because they were very inviting. They were so nice. And so she didn't see an issue. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, these girls might be nice, but we don't know the guys, okay? These guys might be crazy. They might be trying to do something to us, you know what I'm saying? So Stacy, she just did not understand why me and Ashley were like, girl, this is not a good idea. Like, we should not get on this party bus, but it is what it is. So after me and Ashley were just like, no, we're not getting on this bus, bro. Like, we are going home. We are not getting on this bus. We turn around, we look for Stacy, and Stacy is gone. Stacy did a mad dash outside to the party bus. We are like, what are you doing? We are not getting on this bus. But Another backstory, Stacy drove. So all of our stuff was in her car. My stuff was at her house. My car was at her house. And also where we were at versus where Stacy's house is at is very far. So people can be like, oh, why didn't you just Uber home? Well, my stuff was in her car. So how was I gonna get in my house or get in my car if all my stuff was in her car, number one. Number two, where we were at, Uber, hold on. Cut the cameras.
Cut the cameras.
Before we even get to that, Ubers in Dallas are ridiculously expensive to me, especially after living in LA. Baby, Ubers in Dallas are not cheap, especially from how far we were. That was gonna be at least a $50 Uber and I was not doing that. So, also I wasn't gonna leave Stacy alone. So we go outside and we see Stacy is outside with the guys who are gonna be on the party bus and the two girls. And we're like, Stacy, what are you doing? And she's getting on this party bus. So I'm like, well, I guess the 6 of us are getting on this party bus too because Stacy getting on it and she's our ride and our stuff is in her car. And also, I'm not leaving her alone with these creepy dudes. We don't know what these dudes are trying to do to her. Like, I was not gonna leave her alone. That would have been messed up. So we get on this party bus and at first everything is cool, bro. There is a nice, you know, hole in the bus. So, you know, we're all having such a great time. And it's us. It's the 6 girls that we were originally with, the 2 girls that we met that night, and there are 4 guys on this party bus. First time ever meeting all 4 of them. One of them we kind of met at the little club that we were at. He was kind of like feeling one of my friends and she was feeling him too, so he came with us. And then the other 3 guys, we did not know. So yeah, so at first everything is cool. We're all having such a good time. I kind of forgot about, you know, the fact that we were on a party bus with a bunch of strangers. But we were all having such a good time at first. And then somebody decided to ask the genius question, where are we going? Why didn't we ask that before we got on the bus?
Stupid.
Whenever somebody decided to ask the genius question, where are we going? Me and a few other girls, we all kind of got a creepy vibe all at the same time. And I was just kind of like, why didn't we ask that? That is actually a very great question. They told us that we were going to a rooftop bar in Dallas. Keep in mind, it is almost 2 a.m. So at this point, all bars are closing. So I'm like, how we finna get into a bar if it's almost 2? Like everything's about to close. So this is not gonna happen. And also not all of us are 21. So not all of us can get in the first place. So I was just kind of like, I don't know how that's gonna work, but okay. And then somebody decides to ask the other genius question, which, why didn't we ask this stuff before we left? We were not thinking. Clearly our heads were not on straight. We were not thinking. Somebody decides to ask the other genius question, what time are you taking us back to our cars? This man gonna say, child, this man is gonna say, that's even if I decide to take you back to your cars. I'm like, screw. Hold the phone. Baby, you take me back to my car because I got work in the morning and I need to be home, okay? I'm not trying to be out all night. I got work in the morning. And so did Ashley. So we were like really not trying to stay out all night. At that point, I'm pretty sure all of us were kind of like creeped out. And then one of the other guys there was started like feeling on everybody, except me though. But they started feeling on everybody. And I was just like, why you touching my friends? Baby, don't touch my friends. At this point, I'm kind of like sketched out. I'm starting to think like, bro, what if these men take us to a ditch? They kill us. Like, what if they never take us back to our cars? Like, any thought that you could think of is running through my mind. And also, I watch a lot of true crime. So like, so many red flags were going off like left and right for me. And I was just like, I know where this can go. And this could potentially not end well. So for me, I'm thinking on my toes. So I text my sister and I text my friend Bria. Hey Bria, but I text both of them and I was sending my location. I was like, just in case anything happens to me, I'm sharing my location with you just so you know where I'm at. And they're both like, girl, what is going on? Like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'll explain later. But just in case something happened to me, here's my location, because everybody else who had my location was in the bus with me. So what if, like, the people who I would normally share my location with are in the bus with me? So how am I gonna share my location with them? Like, we're all in this situation together. We are all in this dumb situation together. So then I share my location with both of them and I'm like, just in case anything happened to me, you know what's up, you know where I last was at. where I was last at. There we go. And yeah, so we pull up to our location, right? We pull up to the location, and baby, we are not at no bar. Nay. We were at somebody, I don't know who. We were at somebody's rooftop apartment in Dallas, like skyrise building apartment in Dallas. And don't get me wrong, that building was nice, but we don't know whose house it was. We didn't even go to the apartment. We'll get there in a second. So we get off the party bus, and I'm like, maybe this ain't no bar. This is somebody's house. At this point, I'm like thinking of my escape. I'm thinking of how we are all gonna get out of here, because at this point, I'm entirely too creeped out. Like I said, I watched too much true crime to know what could potentially happen. And I'm like, we need to get up out of here. These men could try to be trafficking us. They could try to drug us. Like, they could kill us. They could do so many things to us right now. Like, I'm not trying to have somebody do a whole true crime case story about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be on Murder Mystery Makeup Monday by Bailey Sarian. I am trying to live. You feel me? So at this point, I'm planning, like, how are we gonna get up out of here? Also, in order for us to even go to where we end up going, we had to go to like the underground parking garage and then go. So I'm like, why are we going in an underground parking garage? That's a little sketchy to me. I'm like, why are we going in an underground parking garage? That's a little sketchy to me. Like, if you live here, why can't we just enter through like one of the side doors? Why do we have to go through the underground parking garage? Anyways, so that's the other thing that kind of creeped me out too. So then we go up the elevator, and we're not at someone's apartment. No, they take us to the pool. We're at the pool, and the pool is obviously on the roof, and next to the pool is a gym. That's very important. Next to the pool is the gym. So we were like, okay, cool. And the guys are like, oh yeah, we're gonna swim. And I'm like, sweetie, I'm black. The heck I look like getting in the pool. My hair was done, my makeup was done. I was not getting in the pool. The 6 girls that I was with, plus the 2 girls and the 4 guys, we were all together upstairs in this pool area. And the 2 girls that we don't know, and me, Ashley, and this other girl, Miranda, we all decide to go use the restroom. And as me, Miranda, and Ashley are in this restroom, Stacy and the 3 other girls, they are sitting in the gym area, right? So as we are just sitting there waiting, me, Miranda, and Ashley are in the bathroom, and I was just like, y'all, we gotta get up out of here. They were like, bro, I know, like, we gotta go. Because like at this point, everybody's sketched out. We are ready to get up out of there. So like, we gotta leave, like we gotta find some way to leave. And I was like, I've never used Uber before. I will get us an Uber. Since your first ride is free, I'm gonna get us out of here. I'm gonna order us an Uber right now, because we need to leave like this moment, because we don't know what these guys are gonna try to do to us. I did not have a good feeling about anything about any of this, and I was so ready to go. So I had work the next morning. It was already late at this point. It's past 2. I just want to go to sleep. I had to be up super early to go to work. So I was just like, we need to get up out of here like right now. So then I was like, I'm gonna request this to Uber. It's my first time ever like downloading Uber, using Uber. So your first ride is free. I'm gonna get us up out of here right now. So I request the Uber. So we walk out the bathroom whenever the Uber is like very, very close by, and we grab the other 3 girls, including Stacy, and we were like, come on, let's go. And at this point, everybody's ready to go, because I'm pretty sure everyone was feeling very sketched out by these guys. Like, they were feeling off on everybody. They didn't tell us whenever they were going to take us back to our cars. They lied to us to say we were going to a bar. Now we're at some random apartment building that we don't even know what part of Dallas we're in. So I was like, we just need to go. Like, we need to get up out of here right now. We all just start walking, right? We all just like, we're fast walking up out there. We're like, we are getting out of there. We are ready to go. So as we're walking up, the guys are like, where are you guys going? Come on, the party was just out getting started. We were gonna skinny dip. And I'm like, skinny dip where? Who is skinny dipping? Not me. So I was like, no, like, we gotta go. And the guy's like, what? Like, where are you going? At that point, I didn't say any words. I was just walking so fast out of there. We get to the elevator and we're like pushing the button, because we don't know if these guys are, that looked really inappropriate, but we don't know if these guys are like following us. So we're trying to hurry up and call the elevator so we can just go. Luckily, that elevator did not take long to get there, because like I said, we don't know if these guys are following us. So I was not looking back. I was only looking forward. I'm keeping my focus on getting out of here. I was not trying to look back at these guys. So finally the elevator comes. By the way, the elevator that we ended up getting in looks super sketch. And some people were kind of hesitant on getting to the elevator. And I was just like, bro, we can't be hesitant right now. We just gotta go. Like, let's just go. So we finally get into the elevator. And now we're in the underground parking garage again. And I was just like, can we please just get up out of here? So we finally find the exit to get out of the parking garage. Also, I'm not sure if any of the other girls noticed this, but I noticed this. Whenever we exited out of the parking garage where they dropped us off at, and the party bus was gone. That thing was not there anymore. So I'm pretty sure they didn't have plans on taking us back to our cars because that party bus was gone whenever we went downstairs. We finally make our way out of the parking garage and we look to our, hold on. We look to our right and we notice the Uber. Stacy, it's like she just yells, Uber! And we booked it. All you see is 6 girls running in cowboy boots. All you hear is a little click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack of the cowboy boots because we were booking it. Like we were getting so far out of there. We just wanted to leave. I just want to go home and go to sleep. I was having such a good night. It was such a normal, just great ladies night and it had to end like this. I mean, it makes for a good story. It was a crazy experience, but yeah, I would much rather not to ever go through anything like this ever again in my life. So we get in that Uber and the first thing everybody does is start going off on Stacy. We're like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why did we go? Why did you say yes to getting in a party bus with some random dudes that we don't know? She was like, I'm sorry, I didn't see anything wrong with it. And I was like, girl, I told you, like, I had a bad feeling about this. And she was like, I just didn't see anything wrong with it. And I was like, it's okay, but please, sweetie, don't ever almost get me kidnapped ever again in my life. So many things could have happened to us. Like they could have killed us, thrown us in a ditch. They could have kidnapped us, trafficked us. We don't know what could have happened. She was like, I'm so sorry. And we were like, next time we say we have a bad feeling about something, please believe us. We're not just saying that for no reason. We're not saying that to be a prude. We're saying that because we do not have a good feeling about the outcome of this. And she understood. We just kind of like let it blow over. We finally get back to the place that we were at, where our cars were at. It wasn't too far from where the apartment was at, like where we were, where the guys took us. It wasn't too far from that area. So yeah, luckily it cost like about $20. The Uber did. Obviously I didn't pay for anything because it was my first ride and it was free. But yeah, so that's how we almost got kidnapped. Also, our Uber driver was so nice because he heard us obviously talking about how we just got out of this really dangerous, potentially dangerous situation, and he waited until he saw us like get in our cars and everything, make sure we were safe before he drove off and left, because obviously he heard how scared we were and he was making sure we got to our cars safely. And I didn't end up getting home till like 4 a.m. and I was so tired at work the next day, but I surely did have a good story to tell everybody whenever I got to work. That's gonna be the story about the time my homegirl Stacy almost got us kidnapped. And I'm not sure if I said this already, but I used fake names for everybody. It was a fun night, I will say. It was fun. It was definitely night I will never forget. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this week's video. Let me know if y'all have ever had any crazy stories like this, because I feel like this is one of those things, like whenever I say it, nobody believes me, or like they don't understand how scary it was in the moment. But it was scary. I know some people are probably like, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, like some dudes are just trying to take y'all home, you know? But to me, it did not seem like something that I wanted to be in. Did not seem safe in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this week's video. Let me know if you guys have had anything crazy like this happen to you down below in the comments. Like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye. Oh my God, do y'all see this beat? Do y'all see my face right now? Who is she? I don't know who this is right now. Oh, period, I did that. Oh my arm, oh, jiggly. I did that. Period. Oh my God, my hair and my face look good. Period.